I am gonna not teach you a method of manifesting that even the universe can't say no to. It's simple, easy, fast, and will literally rewrite your reality. Before we get into this, what is up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel where we talk all things metaphysics. If you like magic, the unknown, and living an extraordinary life, then make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos. And of course, give us a thumbs up because that helps us out a lot. Thank you. On today's episode, I am going to be teaching you the scripting method and how to use it to manifest anything you want. But before we get into that, let me tell you why I love this method and why I think it is better than pretty much any other manifestation method out there. So first, why do I love this method? Well, one, it's easy. It's literally just writing. Pretty much anybody can do it. Even a small child could do this, too. It's fast. You can do it in 5 minutes or you can do it for an hour. It's completely up to you. And 3, it's extremely powerful. When you really get into it and you commit to doing it, you will see results almost instantly. We did a live scripting session on this channel about a month ago, and within 24 hours, someone in the comments said they got a call from their crush asking them out on a date. Within a week, another person said they had a huge fight with their partner and things were looking really bleak. But after doing the scripting method during that live stream, they woke up the next morning and their partner had changed completely. They were loving, kind, and nothing but nice to them, which was so shocking because they were barely getting by before. There have been countless times in my own life where I've done scripting and I've seen instant results, like within an hour sometimes. Now, what are some of the pitfalls to scripting? Well, no, 1, people don't actually believe it works. And if you don't believe something works, it won't work. So if you go into this thinking, oh, this is stupid, this is dumb, it's not gonna work, then it won't work. Or people think, well, I've tried scripting before and it didn't work for me. And maybe you didn't do it long enough or you weren't specific enough with what you wanted to manifest. So I would say give it at least a week or 2 of doing it every day and be very specific. Okay, no, 2, people add too many details. Yes, you want to be specific, but you don't need to add every little detail because then you're limiting your manifestation. So keep it simple and focus on the main points. What is the overall outcome that you want? And number 3, people don't actually follow through. You know, sometimes they'll do it one day or they'll do it for a week, but then they stop. Consistency is key when it comes to scripting, just like with anything else in life. So if you're gonna do it for at least a couple weeks and do it daily. Alright, so now that we know why this works and some of the pitfalls to avoid, let me show you how to do it. And yes, I am going to be doing a live demo here on the screen while I'm talking. So what I am doing is I am just pulling up a Google Doc and I am going to be writing out my script right here. So if you want to follow along, feel free to pause the video and write it out yourself, or if you want to watch it without distraction, just keep watching. Okay, so I titled this my script journal and I started it on November. Now you don't have to write out the date every single time you do this. You only need to do that the first time. And this is gonna be where I put all my scripts and this is what I am gonna be reading through every day. So the first one I wrote was to manifest money and I dated it November 28th, 2023. And this is where I write out the actual script. So I'll do present tense. I am so grateful and happy for I just received $10,000 in my bank account and everything in my life is perfect. Or I'll do past tense. I am so grateful and happy for the $10,000 that I just received in my bank account and everything in my life is perfect. So I usually do a combination of both. Sometimes I'll do all present tense, sometimes I'll do all past tense, and sometimes I'll do a combination of both. And I'll read this every day. I lines read it in the morning when I wake up and before I go to bed at night. And sometimes I'll just randomly throughout the day read it. Oh, and you don't need to limit yourself to just one line. You can write out as much as you want. I mean, I'd probably suggest at least 3 to 5 lines. And I also like to add in sensory details, like what does it smell like? What do I see? What do I hear? And this really helps to immerse myself in the experience. Another thing you can do, which I really like to do, is you can write out your days. So instead of writing out one script, you can write out a whole bunch of different scenarios. So like for example, I want to attract a soul-shaking, passionate relationship. So I would write out a scenario of me having that kind of relationship and experiencing that kind of love. Then I'd write out the next scenario and the next scenario, and I do this for about 7 days. So I'll do 7 scenarios and I'll read through them every day. I can also do this by weeks. So I'll do 7 scenarios for Monday and then 7 new scenarios for Tuesday and so on. If you've been following for a while, you may know that I love to journal. I've been keeping a journal since I was 14 years old. I'm now 30 and I've kept a journal every single day. It's honestly one of the most powerful tools I've ever used in my life to create the reality I want to live in. And scripting is just another tool that I add to my journaling. And it's such a powerful combination, I also like to add in some gratitude to my scripting. So after I write out my script, I'll write out 3 to 5 things I'm grateful for. So here I wrote, I'm grateful for my health, I'm grateful for my family, I'm grateful for my friends. And this is a great way to end your scripting session because it puts you in a positive headspace. Now, if you want to download this exact template I'm using, you can find it in the description below. It's a PDF, so you can just print it out or save it to your computer. And I highly recommend doing the scripting method in the morning when you wake up and before you go to bed at night because those are your theta waves. That's when you're more open to suggestions. Those are the times when you're more open to manifesting. So I would definitely try to do it those times. But if you forget, don't worry about it. Just do it whenever you remember. Consistency is great, but if you miss a day or you miss a week, it's okay. Just pick up where you left off and just keep going. And if you've been struggling to manifest, I highly recommend giving this a try. And please, after you've tried it for at least a week or 2, come back and leave me a comment and let me know how it worked for you. I'd love to hear your testimonials, and that's it. That's how to do the scripting method, and again, it's so simple, it's easy, it's fast, and you will see results almost instantly if you do it right. And if you want more metaphysical tips and tricks, make sure to subscribe to this channel. We release a new video every single Wednesday. Have an amazing day, beautiful people. I love you all so much. Bye.